Good morning. Well, there's a little bunny across the street. For today's video, I have already restarted this intro 3 times now. I feel like when I haven't been on to show my face in a while, I pretty much like stumble over my words and don't know what to say. But today, we're gonna do a little bit of a weekly reset. I have a grocery haul that I'm going to insert somewhere in here when I just feel like slamming it in there. And I need to get some cleaning done. The house it's not terrible. It just needs some refreshing. There are a couple rooms that just need to be picked up. My goal today is to get everybody's bedding washed. That alone is a task in itself because we each have one set of sheets for our bed that we like and enjoy. So the days I do bedding, I have to wash and dry and put it all back in the same day. And that's a lot, like when there's 3 beds to do. I'm sure some of you feel me on that and some of you might think it's not a big deal at all, but bedding it's a big day. So I did not make the kids' beds this morning. I usually make them every morning. Didn't make them today because I'm just gonna rip them apart. What else do we have to do? I would also like, if I have time, I wanna make the girls some fresh Play-Doh. The Play-Doh that they have now is just, bleh. I actually threw a whole bunch out the other day. It gets really gross over time. They mashed it all together and you get like poop brown color and that's all you have to play with. So hopefully I'll have time to make them some fresh Play-Doh. And yeah, we're gonna get to a bunch of cleaning. Okay, anyways, this intro is way too long for a video that I have this much to do. So welcome back. Let's just go get into it. The first thing I'm gonna do is strip the beds so that the sheets can get washed while I am working on other things. But thanks for being here, guys. I also finally got a new ruggable cover for the kitchen, like a runner. I am so excited. I have wanted this one for so long. I don't remember the name of it. Is it like verbena or something? Anyways, I haven't laid it out yet because I have to go to the basement and find the bottom rug pad. I only ordered the top because I already have the pad, but I have to go find it and I'm certain that I accidentally buried it. I'm gonna start by tidying up the kitchen and stuff, and I really need to vacuum and mop. Like you can see, like up close, you can see that the floors have dirt on them. It's not terrible, but it's enough to drive me crazy. So anyways, I'm gonna clean up the kitchen, tidy up some stuff. Then I'm gonna go downstairs and see if I can find the rug pad for that. Okay, so as I mentioned in the beginning, the first thing that I'm going to do is get everybody's bed sheets in the wash. So that way they can at least be cleaning while I'm working on some other things. And you guys, this is like, what did this video come out to be? 35 minutes or something? It is jam-packed. I was exhausted by the end of the day. I'm exhausted just sitting here editing it because I have been at this desk for hours now. But anyways, we got a lot done and I felt so good about it. Oh, and there's Oakley screaming in the background if you can hear that. And we're just back to regular life, just like that. And this is how I get my bedding down the stairs. I always just throw it over the railing, kick it down, bring it to the washer. What? What? Can I help you? You already had your breakfast. Are you saying hi? Oh, okay. Hi. Good morning. Marvin, can we get down? What? I'm not giving you treats. That's Daddy's job when Daddy gets home from work. I think that's his favorite part of his day is to give you treats. Okay, let's tackle some of this. You guys, that cat, what am I going to do with him? My goodness. I try so hard to teach him not to go on the counters, not to steal people's food. But like, let's just be real. If you guys like look at the history of cats, they have been jerks since day one. There is no training or teaching, nothing. He's actually been, my husband is peering around the corner. He hates when I talk about his sensitive little kitty. Those two are best friends. Okay, best friends. That's definitely my husband's cat. Actually, the week we brought Marvin home, he was like attached to me, but very quickly learned that he could like lure my husband into giving him whatever he wanted. But anyways, yeah, you look at like the history of cats and they have just done their own thing from day one. They don't listen to anybody. Marvin is definitely the most mischievous cat that we have ever owned, ever in the history of all my cats. And he's only one. Oh my gosh, I have a lifetime to go with him. I was going to say something else, but now I forget. So anyways, moving on. We are just going to get this sink cleaned. It looks really gross right now. I don't know how or why. I've been cleaning it a lot lately, but not giving it a deep clean. So I think over time, that's just like, I don't know, just not doing it any good. This Comet cleaner is, I mean, it's not healthy, but it's definitely one of my favorite products to use. I've tried a lot of cleaners. Lately, I've just been using like a Dawn dish soap and baking soda, which works, but it doesn't clean it as good as the Comet does. I will say that. So then after I go in with like my big brush, I'm just going to go in with my little Rubbermaid spin brush, which you guys, the batteries on it were actually dead. You can't tell, but they died on me. So I was just using it anyways. And then I love these overviews when you're just rinsing the sink away. So clean and so fresh. The grates, I've mentioned in a video before, like a little hack for them. If you have grates in your sink, put them in the dishwasher. They will come out absolutely sparkling clean. I used to clean them by hand. Yeah, I did that for probably 2 years because this is the first sink we've had the grates in. So for about 2 years, I washed them by hand. And then one day was like, you know, I'm going to try them in the dishwasher. Yeah, I've never looked back. So I did not put them in the dishwasher this time because I just did it like a couple weeks ago and they're still fine.
I know the next morning when the sun goes up, it might be the last day of you and me.
So obviously, as you can see, the next thing I'm going to do is just give my counters a basic wipe down. Nothing fancy. I'm just using some Thieves cleaner. And then while I was in the process of this, I realized how badly my cupboards needed a wipe. I do this probably about every 2 months. I've never filmed it before because it happens very randomly. Like I need to be in the mood to decide to get down and wipe them. But I just was like, you know what? The camera's here and I could see that very bottom lip in there was getting dusty as it does. And so, yeah, I'm going to give them a good wipe. And then from there, you guys, it spiraled into me like mopping the walls. I don't know who I am or who I've become, but you will see. So I just Windexed the back door there. We did have like a really hot week here in Canada. Like last week, it was finally so nice. Like the kids needed sunscreen on. So I had sunscreen handprints all over that back door. That's a tell time sign that like summer's here. It has arrived. So anyways, I needed to give that back window a good wipe, and I did. I just have these reusable window like cloths I get off Amazon. I love them. I do have them linked down below if you want to check them out. You just wet it and you reuse them over and over and over. So I've pretty much I don't even use Windex anymore. Sometimes I have spray window cleaner I use sometimes at the trailer, but at home I don't need it. So after that, I'm just going to go pick up the living room. Did you guys see the stash of socks that I pulled out from under the couch? To anyone else's kids, do that. The second my kids get home from whatever, school or an outing, they remove their socks, and I guess they just tuck them wherever they see fit. I have no idea. I at least try to tell them, put your dirty clothing on the stairs so we can carry it up. But that's a work in progress. Next, there's just a couple leftover Easter items that I want to take down off my shelves. Now, I do not like right here, right now, the way that I have this displayed with that extra picture of the wheatgrass on the left. It looks out of place. I know that I will add something one day when I decide that I care enough. I'll fix it. I'll level it out a little bit. But anyways, it looks good. And my husband actually came home that day and said, oh babe, like I really like that shelf. Like you did a good job. And he has never, in all my decorating, he has never complimented the way I've decorated a shelf before. And I thought, of course, the one time I don't like a shelf is the one time you compliment me. What do they say? Opposites attract? Right. Okay. Now just a quick wash in the bathroom. I don't think I had cleaned the bathroom since we got home from Florida, which I think we're going on like 1 month now. I cleaned it right before we left, but not since we've come home. So it was about a month, which is a long time for me to not clean a bathroom. I did go upstairs after I cleaned the whole upstairs, the girls' bathroom, my master bathroom, but I didn't film any of that. I just wanted this to be a weekly reset, not a like whole house clean that I just did a few videos back. So anyways, I don't know. If I'm gonna like film all the bathrooms, let me know down below. Like, is that something you guys want to watch? Do you guys care to see me wash 3 bathrooms, or are we good just watching me do one? I don't know. You guys leave a comment down below and let me know. Oh, and I found Harper's shoes in the bathroom because shoes in the bathroom is a good place to put them, right? Okay, so I'm gonna give obviously the entire house a vacuum, and then I decided to go with my, what do I call this? You guys in the States call this an O-Cedar mop. Here in Canada, we call it a Veleda mop. I have no idea, you guys. Why do companies do that? It's the exact same product, but the States versus Canada, we have different names for it. I always wondered when people were calling it their O-Cedar, why it would be different than ours. I thought maybe your guys's was fancier. No, they're the exact same mop. Anyways, look at me washing walls. Who am I? Actually, I've washed that wall many times. That wall gets really, really, really dirty there. But I decided I usually use like either my steam mop, because to me that one does the absolute best mop job. And then next I have my new Tyneco, which I'm obsessed with because it's so easy to do like a quick vacuum and mop together. But today, for the sake of this like good old spring clean, I really, really, really wanted the scent of pine sol. I love it. I barely use it. But it's just like, because I just prefer my other mops, and the other mops have like no chemicals. But I just really wanted the smell of pine sol throughout the house. It smelled so good, so refreshing. But this mop is a lot of work. I do prefer in other ways. It gets into all the nooks and crannies that the bigger, wider, fat mops can't do. My Tyneco and my steam mop do not get into little crevices the way this one does. And then this one, like, look at me, I can flip it and use it up on a wall. I did change my water before I went to the walls with this, so don't come at me. I didn't show it. This is the power of editing. I can do many things without you guys even knowing that I have done things. I'm not a huge fan of TikTok, but I tried to post a few videos, and on one of my cleaning videos, someone commented, like, why would you leave the water running like that? But you guys, it was the power of editing. I was in there physically doing dishes. I just cut out every quick split second where my hand was in there rinsing and washing a dish. But I don't know. Some people, honestly, I think they just don't have anything better to do but to pick on others. So anyways, I changed my mop water and decided to go at some walls, and I loved it. I did more than I showed. But what a great little tool. If you guys are needing like a wall refresh, honestly, I recommend that. I'll ignore my phone beep. I really recommend that because it was easy and it was not hard on my back at all. And it was very fast, very quick, efficient, everything. And then, yes, here is my new Ruggable. I did go to the basement. I thought that I lost the underpad. No, I was smart. I did tuck it off to the side. So I am so happy to have a rug back in the kitchen again. I often found myself like honestly slipping and sliding between the fridge and the sink. I don't know why, but like when I would vacuum that area, it would get really slippery. And I was like, you know what? This is just a hazard at this point. So I'm so happy to have a rug back in the kitchen. So just going to give you guys an overview here, and then I'm going to jump into the grocery haul. And after that, we have some, I don't really want to say like meal planning, but I am going to prep a few things. Okay, now I will show you guys the food that I have picked up for the week. I have a couple meal ideas, and then otherwise there's just a few things we needed. A couple things I saw and wanted. I'm sure you know how it goes. Anyways, let's just get into it. So I'll just start over here. In the back, I just got the girls these vanilla yogurt drinks. It was the cheapest option that they had. So that's what I went with. And then for myself, or whoever else wants them, I got the probiotic Activia drinkable yogurts. They were on sale, and I was wanting them anyways. Just got some more unsweetened oat milk. I tried to do almond milk this week and I can't stand the taste of it. So back to my oat milk. We haven't had gummies in the house for a really long time actually. So I grabbed one box, they were on sale. You guys, this is new for me. I love cheese nibs. And then I also love the Miss Vicky's sweet chili and sour cream chips. So I am really hoping that this is like a combo dream come true. I don't know, we'll see. If I've tasted them before I've put this video up, I will comment here somewhere if they were any good or if you should steer clear. We'll see. Down here, I just got some whole wheat wraps. Thinking that I want to make some wraps this week to have as, I don't know, a healthy lunch. I've kind of fallen off the bandwagon lately. So you guys, I put on a couple pounds. We had Easter, a couple pounds, decided to eat what I wanted, took a break, still was going to the gym, but took a break from like eating well. So I got to get back on. I'm so out of breath. I just lugged all this in. Next, I just wanted some sausage rolls. I actually ended up with these panini rolls because I thought I would enjoy a fresh bun, but they didn't have other ones. I mean, this will do just fine. And then whatever's left can also be used for sandwiches for anybody. But I want to make some meatball subs. So I've never made them at home before, but I did get a couple things to use. So maybe tomorrow I'll make those. I can't do them tonight. We have to go out here in just a few minutes, but maybe tomorrow I'll do that. Down here, I just got some natural hot dogs. I'm sure this is just crap. I don't buy them often. You guys, they're so good in craft dinner though. I will say that. You can never take that away. That is such like a good lifelong combo is hot dogs and craft dinner. I also thought for the girls, if they don't want like a meatball sub, like they could easily just have a hot dog on there. They'll be happy with that. Then I got some extra lean kielbasa. The girls love to take this with cheese and crackers for their school lunches. Also for school lunches, they love when I do like a ravioli, any kind of pasta like that. I'll reach over. And then I always put it with a basil pesto. That is one of their favorite combinations. They gobble it, they ask for more. So I grabbed that. Cheese and spinach ravioli, basil pesto. I also thought I should start doing my green smoothies again, which I always do spinach, mango, banana, and pineapple. Crap, I forgot the pineapple juice. Or pineapple, whatever. I was gonna actually do pineapple juice instead of fresh pineapple. I usually do fresh, but I thought whatever. I'll just go with the pineapple juice. But I think I actually have a couple small cans left in the pantry, so that will work out. And the girls love smoothies as well. And that will just be a nice, like, healthier kind of side. Also got some of this crunchy green leaf lettuce. The store, I'm surprised, a lot of the lettuces looked so gross. This store is usually like pretty top-notch produce, so I was surprised, but whatever, I went with that one. Down here, I don't usually spend my money on like carved meat like this, but I wanted to give it a try. I wanted to have like a heartier meat to have as like a sub or for a sandwich or something like that. I mean, if we have some of those left, I'm sure we will. So I just got some of that instead of regular like sliced turkey. Back here also, I'm gonna do some sticky chicken fingers with a homemade sauce with some French fries for dinner one night this week. It's super easy, it's so good. These, you guys have seen me haul these before. Don't come at me, I don't care. They're just such a good little snack or quick lunch if I need something when I'm going out the door. You guys, the prices of oatmeal was like so bad. This is just the no-name oatmeal and it was like $4.50 a box. I couldn't believe it. So I just got one for now. The name brand was on sale, but you had to buy 2 boxes to get the sale price, and I just didn't want to do that right now. So forget it. 1 box of peaches and cream, that's Addison's favorite. The girls will eat it too before school. Showed you the fries. These Flavor Crisp, they're my favorite fries. They are so good. Like, delicious. Yeah, hi. Marvin just jumped up. Frozen mango chunks. I usually do fresh in my green smoothies, but this time I thought I'll go with frozen. I actually didn't see any fresh anyways. I probably walked right by them. So I just grabbed a bag of this. The no-name one was the cheapest. I had, I wanted some sort of nut butter just to put on like my oatmeal and stuff like that. This crunchy almond butter was on sale, so I just grabbed that one. And then we're almost just about out of regular peanut butter as well. I usually buy the light version if I can because, like, honestly, why not? I don't need the extra sugar, fat, and calories right now if I can avoid it. So there's that. This is the sauce that I decided to get for the meatball subs. I have some Raos in the pantry, but the Raos are such like big jars and I don't want to open a big jar for a few meatball subs. So I just got this and then I'll try to use the leftover somehow, somewhere. We got this 4-pack of sweet corn. The girls love this. We'll just throw this with, I have tons of like frozen chicken and stuff in the freezer. So I'll take some out for dinner one night and we'll do that. Also just grabbed another cucumber. It's pretty much a staple that every time I go, I get like some of the usual. Cucumber is on my list literally every time. Down here, some grass-fed lean ground beef. I grabbed 2 of these. One will be for the meatball subs, and the other one I think I'm gonna do, so I want to do like a beef stew with like potatoes and carrots and everything, but I do not and I will not eat like a roast. That is so gross to me. Like, no judgment to anyone who eats it. Like, my whole family loves it. It's just me. My husband would love it too if I would make an actual, like, I don't even know what you would call it, like a chuck roast. I have no idea. I don't know. A stew beef stew. I don't know. But I will eat ground beef. It's definitely a texture thing for me. I choked on like, I don't know, hard meats when I was little. And after that, I just refused to eat them. I only will basically eat things if like I don't have to chew them and they dissolve once they enter my mouth. So, like I said, 1 pack for the meatball subs and 1 for the ground beef stew. So there's that. Also, that's what I got carrots for. Slim pickings on the carrots. There was this bag and a bag that looked even worse than this bag. So that's that. We go through a lot of carrots and I'll just like throw one in the cage for the rabbit as well. She can go ahead and nosh away on that. Strawberries were on sale and they look really good. Nice, red, juicy. They're not rotten, so I'm impressed with that. The baskets of kiwis were also on sale. I don't even know how many you get in here, like 6 or something. I kind of had wanted to make a fruit salad. I don't know why that crossed my mind this week, but I thought that would actually be nice. Just a small one for me and for the girls for lunches. So I'll put some strawberries in there, some kiwi. I need to see if I have like mandarin oranges. I don't even know what else goes in them. I gotta look it up. Anyways, there's that. Back here, these were on either sale or clearance, I don't know. They're frozen organic Canadian apple lollies, ice lollies, like a popsicle. Comes with 6 pieces. There's no added sugar and there's only 20 calories per freezy. The only ingredient is organic apple puree. Like, how good is that? So maybe I should have got more. My kids love, I mean, what kid doesn't love like a freezy or a popsicle? I probably should have grabbed more, but we'll see if they like them. This is one of my favorite cereals in the entire world, and I haven't had it in such a long time. Okay, you guys, I love Raisin Bran, but they've made the flakes so large and thick now. Anybody tell me if they're with me on this? And I can't stand it now because of how big the flakes are. Like, I feel like I'm breaking my teeth just trying to eat Raisin Bran. So I might go back to this. Like, I do like a crunch, but I don't want to literally break a tooth on it. Like, I have such sensitive teeth, but this is so good. It was on sale, but even the sale price is like iffy. Like, here's my left arm or my firstborn, but it's so good. Speaking of sale, craft dinner's on sale. And then if we're being real, the spirals is like one of my weaknesses. It's freaking delicious. So they were on sale 3 for $5. I should have got 3 of just these because that's the more expensive of the options, but whatever. I also got just a 3-pack of sweet bell peppers. We always have them on hand. We just dice them. Like, the kids love to eat them in their lunches. We'll dice them up in things, make fajitas, like honestly anything. I like to just honestly have foods that I can come up with something like last minute. I'm not a huge meal planner. I will get a couple meal ideas for a week. Like I said, the sub sandwiches, the ground beef stew, chicken fingers there and fries with the homemade sauce. So that's 3 meals I've thought of, but that's it. Like, I draw the line there. So I always like to have things on hand, and when I feel like making something, I often will have the ingredients I need. The cat is going crazy behind me. So anyways, no plans for these, but they will totally get eaten. 2 tomatoes, no plans for these, but they will get eaten. Maybe I was thinking maybe like BLTs. I did not get bread or milk because we have both of those already. I did do Costco like a handful of days ago. I didn't go crazy. I didn't even haul it. It wasn't even anything big, but I did get milk and bread. Then I got 4 Gala apples. I was watching More with Morrow's yesterday, and she made like those, like that plate of apple nachos, and it looked so appealing to me. So peeling, speaking of peel, I'll peel my apples before I eat them. That's another texture thing. I will not eat apple skin, like not a chance. I can take a bite of an apple, but that apple skin will still be left in my mouth 20 minutes after I swallowed like the inside of the apple. I am so ridiculous, and it's not anything I tried to do. Last thing I got was just a bundle of bananas. The bananas actually looked really bad there as well, so that was actually disappointing, but I did find a small bunch that look okay. So anyways, oh, I'm so out of breath. I literally just got home and unpacked everything, and you guys know that's a chore and a half, even though it doesn't look like much. It was $190, and we do collect air miles, so I was able to take $20 off with the points I had saved, so it came to $170. I know it's not a lot for that price, but honestly, that's just life and what we've come to. So
I see it in your eyes. Yeah, I can read the signs. You need to get away.
Okay, so the first thing I'm going to prep are these just little croissant roll-ups. Super simple. I'm honestly just gonna like whip through this. No recipe needed. And these are super like customizable. You guys can add or whatever you want. Take away whatever you want. If you see something I'm doing you don't like, don't do it. But very easy. So I'm just adding a little piece of cheese to each one. And then in half of them, I'm going to do hot dogs. I do still most times cut my kids' hot dogs in half. I just don't trust them, especially if I'm going to send these to school. I feel like you throw 25 kids in a class together and like my little one is not going to pay attention to chewing properly. She's actually on, she was supposed to be on a watch list for choking hazards because she was a terrible toddler. She choked on everything. So I did half just ham slices rolled up. What am I trying to say? And then I did half hot dogs. I did pack these. I made these for the girls here and they actually didn't want them right now, but I sent them for their school lunches the next day and they ate them. But super quick, super simple. I like them. I like the hot dog ones. I don't ask me why, I just do. I think I just love a croissant, like a Pillsbury croissant so much that I'll eat whatever it's stuffed with. Like, I don't care. Anyways, they're tasty, they're simple, they're easy, feeds a crowd quick. And then in a second here, I'm going to make some spinach pancakes. My girls love this. It's so easy. It's a blender recipe. You just honestly toss everything into a blender. Here's just an overview of what you need. I will link this recipe down below. If I forget, please remind me. I have said before that I'll link something and I forget, but it's honestly just me forgetting, not being neglectful, just forgetting. So I will do my best to link it. The kids, like, I finished making these pancakes. They each wanted 2 immediately. Like, we're taking 2 off the plate. They had them for breakfast again the next day. They blast through them. I do on these ones, because they're green, like the very beginning when I started giving them to them, I would put on like 2 little candy eyeballs, and you'll see I have like candy lips. I would add those on to just try and like entice them to eating them, but I didn't even need to. They taste so good. You'd never know there's spinach in them. I do not like eating raw spinach, but when you like blend it up, it has like no taste. I have a lot of spinach left over and I really want to make some green smoothies as well that I mentioned earlier. I just haven't done that yet. And to be honest, I probably should have double batched this recipe. It doesn't make a lot, and by the time my kids ate what they ate when I was done here and then the next day for breakfast, I only had a few to put in the freezer. So if you want to sneak some more veggies into your kids' diet, here you go. And the recipe calls for, I think it was like 2 bananas for the sweetness, and I actually only had 1 and it still turned out really, really good. Get you some syrup. You guys can go to the table. Okay. What do you say?
Thank you, Mommy.
You're welcome. Okay, the house is as clean as it's gonna get. Now I'm going to quickly as I can, I don't have a lot of time, make some homemade Play-Doh. I'll put the recipe down below.
Homemade Play-Doh.
Super easy. 2 cups of flour, 1 cup of salt, 2 cups of water, 4 teaspoons of cream of tartar, a little bit of oil, and then optional are coloring, like food coloring or scents. So I like to add like apple pie spice or pumpkin spice seasonings in, because then it smells so good. Okay, my battery died like just as this was like finishing. Anyway, so just put it on the stove for like, it's just a couple minutes until everything kind of like combines. Right now I'm using like organic unbleached flour, and I don't recommend it. Well, the brand that I bought, I will never buy again. I don't like it. I didn't like the taste of anything that I've made with it. And I feel like even though I added all that apple pie spice in, it's like this still smells, it still smells funny. I put so much apple pie spice in and all I can smell is that flour. Marvin! And it's very grainy. And then anyways, you just knead it for a couple minutes. It's not really hot anymore. It cools down like pretty quickly. But you just have to knead it, and I added a little bit of orange food coloring, but again, with that unbleached flour I have, like it doesn't even take, hold on, it doesn't even take to food dye very well either. Okay, hold on, let me show them. Anyways, I just made one. Maybe I will make another one later. We'll see. It's gonna make a couple colors, but they just mash them together anyways. Doesn't really smell like much. You wanna try it?
Yeah.
Keep it on here just for a few minutes, just to make sure the dye doesn't get anywhere. You like it? Okay, you knead it together because you gotta make sure it all is together. Okay, well that is gonna wrap up today's video. I wanted to get my little seeds planted, but again, I did not. It is what it is. I did enough today. I'm tired. Maybe I'll do it later with the kids. I don't know. The biggest problem is that I had all of my leftover seeds from last year in a Ziploc baggie, not in single baggies. And I don't know if it was the kids or the cat. They flipped it over, the whole container I had it resting in. And all the seeds dumped out into one baggie. I don't know what seed is what, and it's just turning me right off of planting seeds, because I can just plant them anyways. It'll, whatever it is will grow, but just, yeah. Anyways, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video, and that's it. I'll see you next time. Bye.